Hey guys, welcome to Psychotria Plays, and boy do I have a treat for you. Today, I'm starting a playthrough of Rayman 2. This is one of my favorite games. Well, I guess, how can I keep... Every time I start a new game, I'll say it's one of my favorite games, but this is really a great game. I have a lot of great memories attached to this game. It still holds up pretty well over time, and it's pretty kick-ass. So, let's start playing Rayman 2: The Great Escape. The robots search for innocent prey. In the chaos, they exploded the heart of the world. The 1,000 lums of energy which from it have been scattered. Oh, which form it. I shouldn't be reading text, Alex. I always make a mistake. So, I don't know. I must escape. Rayman 2: The Great Escape. So this game came out in 1999. It's made by Ubisoft. Before Ubisoft was actually any kind of, big budget game maker, man. I mean, like, this is way before Assassin's Creed was even just like a twinkle in Ubisoft's eyes. And it was released for a lot of different consoles. I'm playing this on the N64, but it was also released for the PlayStation. It was released on the Dreamcast, and it was released for the PC. I could have tried to find a Dreamcast version of it, but I'm more comfortable with the N64 controls. It's, just a habit of just having played it for a number of years. Rayman. This is one of my favorite parts of the game. The voice acting. My mix might be a little bit off, but they don't speak in English. They have this like made up voice. It's almost reminiscent of the Banjo-Kazooie stuff, but not as, It's almost more like a Simlish, or whatever they speak with in The Sims. So this big blue guy with the triangle for a mouth is named Glowbox. He's Rayman's friend, clearly, and he just gave him he smuggled in some gifts. He got himself captured to smuggle in some power-ups. Kind of like the classic trope from movies of sneaking in a chisel in a prisoner's cake. So now I can shoot things with my fist. And I can also slide on slippery surfaces and get this kind of like race mechanic. Those red little flying things are health restorers, health replenishers, red lums. Here comes Glowbox. Here we go. Right onto that beautiful texture. All right, first level, here we go. The atmosphere of this game is absolutely terrific. The music, the sound effect, the ambiance, for N64, it works very well. You get like this very like mystical forest kind of thing. Oh, it's so great. And anyway, now look at the little dancing mushrooms. They're all a little dancing. So it's a third-person platformer. Glad to see that we've escaped it. This is Murphy. He's our guide. He tells us kind of like the hints on how to do things. If you need some help, go to a stone, and I'll call him with my mind powers. And if you don't hear what he says, just go back to a stone and press B. So you might be able to hear a little guy going, "Help!" A little little like rusty chain noise. There are these cages that we have to find in the level and break open. Here he is. Like that, right there. And this yellow thing that came out, looks kind of like those red things earlier, is a lum, a yellow lum. They're the heart of the world that the beginning of the game was telling us about. So there we go. And now we've opened up the path moving forward. This mosquito is definitely reminiscent of classic side-scrolling Rayman. Rayman started off as a side-scroller. You know, Rayman 1 was a side-scrolling platformer, and this was like a huge departure entering the 3D realm. It's nuts, you know? Can you believe it that it was... I don't know how to say what I'm thinking. That this only had one game in 2D before it made this jump to 3D, and its 3D game was such a hit. Like they got it right on like the first try. That's what impresses me. No, I gotta get that lum. There we go. So they got it right on the first try, which 3D was pretty new at the time. Remember, this is 1999. A lot of games were just starting to break into the 3D stuff. I mean, Mario came out in, what, 96? But that had Nintendo behind it. Nintendo, big time, major, and it was their own hardware, so they knew the ins and outs and how to make this stuff. I mean, I think Ubisoft got start in the 3D stuff before with Rocket Robot on Wheels. I think that was a Ubisoft game. But you also remember this is the same, you know, era that brought us such masterpieces like Glover. The game that like everyone, like no one, I don't know if anyone actually played it and beat it. I mean, I had it. I think I sold it. I don't have it anymore. I once had it. I'm pretty sure it got sold. I sold it for GameStop for that sweet in-store credit that I never ended up using. PSA, never sell your games. It's never worth it. So now we gotta climb this narrow chasm to get to the top here. There we go. How do we do? All right, we got it. That. There we go. Splendid, Rayman. I'm king of the teensies. These guys are the absolute riot of the game. They steal the show. Each one vying for the crown of the king of the teensies. Come on, who's the king? It's me! They all think they're king.
Stop! Now what's booty?
The sync is a little bit off, just in general this game, but it'll pass. All right, looks like you've been volunteered to be king. So the pirates have taken Lie the Fairy to the Fairy Glade. And that's who we gotta find. Lie the Fairy was one who sent Glowbox with the magical power-granting silver lum. And it only makes sense that we go and try to find her. Get her back. So these teensies are going to let us in. Gonna make a portal or something. Here we go. Nice. So with that, Rayman embarks on his great journey. He's already done his great escape. So now we're gonna start the great journey. Well, all right, that was a great first episode. I am looking really forward to continuing this adventure. So catch me next time on the Psychotria Plays as I play Rayman 2, The Great Escape. See you then.